extra surprise stream. Go! Let's finish this undead mess. They fall off sometimes. I mean, I've got another layer of soundproofing underneath them, but, you know. Anyway. So I did this turn earlier. You see all these arrows? Yeah, I probably spent 45 minutes on it. The basic idea is I want to push yellow back. I would like this fortress back at some point, but I mostly just want to push yellow away. We crushed their armies. And this thing over here, we're going to start picking off temples until they're forced to pull their troops back. Meanwhile, I have a couple of these guys working their way over to hit up the one's to claim these, and the other one's just so I can have one on this side. They're useful. They help make the undead army stronger. Anyway, nothing else to really say. As long as I keep the peace with Gray. I don't actually have any form of diplomacy or anything. Maybe I do. You know what? I never tried it. You know what? I don't remember reading anything about diplomacy. Hanas, I don't want to fight you. Yeah. We're basically down to just a few left. Huh. I've sent him a proposal, and I don't know. I'll send you 20 death gems. Huh, there's a maximum of 2. I have no idea if that's, I have no idea how diplomacy works at all. But, I don't know. Maybe? Maybe? Not too worried about Vanheim. Too worried with death graphs. Who were the Nidavanger again? I don't actually remember this one. I was looking for giants, to be fair, when I picked through everything, but I don't really remember these guys. Oh, were these the one? These were the werewolves. These were the were-people. Ah, right. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, anyway. Ending turn. Let me post a link to Discord while we wait. There's going to be a lot of fights, but none of them are going to be really big fights like they were last time. We had some really big fights last time that took forever. Oops. No. Back. Shit. There we go. Alright, posted to Discord. Next, I need to see chat. There we go. Now I can see chat. Alright, perfect. Everything is where it should be. So, let's find out if diplomacy worked. Will they still be apprehensive, or will I get something different? See, I'm pretty sure I can beat the game without ever fighting either of those two. I think Banderlog is the only one I have to fight. Looking at just the throne situation, we didn't get a lot of thrones underwater, and there aren't any thrones underground that I know of. And I think I know of them all. So, the only ones, hey there, Goose. The one that Gray controls is worth 2 points. But I'm pretty sure I can just ignore it. If I can just seize all the others, that should be game. I'll have to take a couple of forts. Well, we'll look at the throne situation real quick. We'll look at the throne situation real quick. I've got 2 tiles with thrones in them and a priest on the way. Does it now? I'm kind of stumped with the pretender I'm building for the next game. Let me see. Garden of Pearls. We only found 1? Oh well. Still, that's 1. Okay. Why am I getting a report on your unit? We're gonna have to go through all these fights in a second, but... I did not get a message from them. Alright, well, we'll just start looking through fights. Earthshell Mountains! I just got... an army just sat on me. And 660 men apparently meant nothing to this army of 400. That is sad. Yeah, I can't even point to any one. I guess the Tiger Riders. That's their sacred unit, got most of the kills. I mean, the Chakram Riders got more kills, but there's like 122 of them, so... Alright. Alright, we win a fight. We grab some stuff. It goes fairly well. 10% of our troops lost. Actually, it went kind of terrible, but we won, so we don't care. Alright, took a place and burned it. Good. Alright, took another place. Success. That was an irrelevant battle. Next... lost a fight here. We only defeated 3 of them? Oh, this is the army! My reinforcements were coming, and they already conquered the place, and then the reinforcements came and got crushed. That is terrible. Ah, that's really sad. Okay. I think I understand. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm mistaken. Our forces were defeated in Panay. I sent an archbishop and... Wow! My master lich was there. We lost to 200 guides. Oh, you had 133 priests with you. Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. That's my Achilles heel right there. I need to note which place this is. Panay, this is a major issue now. They literally defeated my pretender with an army of only 200. An army of priests. Reincarnating priests, too. They don't even die when you kill them, necessarily. Okay, that's a huge issue. We're gonna have to put everything on that. That is now priority number 1. This is one of the problems with the undead army, is priests really hard counter me. Alright, we won most of our fights, but one absolutely disastrous battle. How did this happen? Must have just been a troop I had moving somewhere. Oh, I think I know what happened. Oh, okay, yeah. Starchild? This is a new one on me. Void Sanity, Assassin, Amphibian. Ah, they just took one of my aquatic provinces. I see. Okay, let's take a look at the water for a second. Here? Okay. I see. We have finished our fortifications at the Throne of Summer. Alright. That is good. I want to conquer more tiles up there. But instead, I'm going to go to sea. I have to chase them out of the water. Actually, I'll chase them out of the water here. Oh yeah, I threw some more units in the sea. That's true. I did do that, didn't I? This is expensive and it's not doing a whole lot, but I don't want to see more of my naval things get taken by nothing like that. Their incomes are so small and irrelevant, though. Alright. Panay. So let's see, here's Gnome Peaks where that guy got beat. Alright. This is the army of priests that defeated my guy. Where did he end up? Is he over here now? Is he over here? Oh, here he is. He ended up in this province, did he? Okay, but he is alive. That's important. So yeah, despite all of your equipment and magic, you got beat. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. We pushed them back everywhere else. We just need to get rid of 290 units here. Alright, give me 1 sec. Here, just put those there. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, I see. No, horses with... Here. Horses with horses. Yes. Okay, there. That ought to do. That gives you an army of 420, plus... Okay. You're working on it. Oh, right. Okay, you go to sea. Come on, get the guys with spears. They have the power to repel. That may or may not matter. You can join in. Yeah, go ahead and get in the water. That's fine. We've got 2 more going in the water this turn. The end result should be that we've got a decent escort. We should have a decent escort for my throne claimer. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, leave the ghouls. That's fine. That was my mistake for forgetting. Okay. So all that's moving. 3 turns, 1 throne, 2 more, another throne. Should be good. Okay. Would like to burn more of your temples, though. You know what? Man, you've spread far. I'm gonna keep burning your temples back here. I'm gonna force you to pull back. Okay, now what to do about you two? Well, join in this attack. Should I send this army over here? Yes, I want to reclaim that fortress. However, it's having a really hard time with some of these big armies still. That should be enough. Throw those to there. Okay, that army probably... We've probably solved it with all the troops we've moved now. Okay, next up. I'm very bothered about that army of clerics. But nothing I have adjacent to it can actually fight it. They could burn down this temple over here, and there's nothing I could do to stop them. Is there? Well... Man, old Stinky got beat. Man! And I still haven't taken this fort! Still! I need the fortress right here, strategically speaking, but maybe I should just build a fortress in Aquesta and forget about this place. Leave it. Leave it and its tasty income and all of its resources and... Hey, John? Even if I pushed everything I had into that forest, I'm not sure I would win. This is bad. If I use all the armies I have, I'm afraid I will lose the fight. That's how bad this is. My armies are... Remember when I had 8,000 units in one tile? I miss those days. Alright, well, let's see what else we got going on. What to do with all of you? Sit there. Just sit there. You got reinforcements on the way. Alright. What about the army in Glade Woods? Well. Hit that. Alright. Hey. Wait a minute. Did I see... Were there any others? No. Just the one? Okay. Ah, here we go. This is what I need. Go ahead and build a temple on the island. Okay, not gonna worry about all of you. Ah! Yes. please construct a temple here? Alright, you found a garden of pearls. Well, that's nice. I need to get you to a lab again. Can you... Alright, you can go here, you can grab this, and then you'll move to a lab and we'll finish powering you up. I worry there might be things that you're not finding. Yeah, hurry and bring more troops. We need them. We need them for the front lines. 300 isn't much, but it's something. Okay, anybody else? What are you guys doing sitting around? Oh, you just came from underground, that's why. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I know why you're sitting around. It is forgiven. Alright, you all need to head up badly. Go that way, that's fine. And you guys can head that way as well. Sure. Okay. And lastly, we have new visitors in the one place where we're still producing long dead. Great. We need these supplies. I really just need to send a whole bunch of units here to pick up troops. And ship them. And you guys are besieged, but we're having a bunch of units come out, or come charging in. I sure hope there's no unpleasant surprises out there. So, break the siege. You're the most important component. Okay, we've got 5 bodyguards. Delete that. Okay, that should be a big deal. And you should definitely be in the middle of the army. Okay, this is the one that's set hold, then attack rear. Okay, there we go. I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. Yes, we are done. I am technically only at war with the monkey people, and the monkey people have been destroying me. But the destruction has been mutual. I never watched Game of Thrones. Never read the books either. Usually I'm a huge fan of fantasy, but I don't know. Was never particularly interested in that one for whatever reason. Didn't watch The Walking Dead either, actually, come to think of it. I'm usually fairly detached from pop culture. I haven't had television in, like, what, since I was a teenager? So... the only time I see anything is when I go out of my way to watch that thing. And I can totally stop anytime. I can. Really. Oh, finally! We got the last thaumaturgy. Finally. Oh, our herald returned. We have agreed to a non-aggression pact. I don't know what that does for me, but I'm happy to have one. Oh, okay. Cool for him. Alright, it looks like there was a lot of back and forth. Demon Bane? Oh, we found a magic item. Not really fighting any demons, but, cool. Oh, hey. Something cured a disease. That might mean there's a site there. Vampire? You have vampires? I didn't know you had vampires. Alright, we defeated something. We defeated the sieging force, but we only killed 140, and they destroyed 500 of 900. So I think that they came out ahead on that fight. Yeah, I think they came out ahead. Alright, we defeated something and stole more artifacts. We lost a fight. We lost a fight. We won a fight that wasn't really a fight. They're sending probing attacks all over the place. They're just attacking me from every direction all the time. Alright. Yes, I refuse to cede the seas to you. They are mine now. Okay. A disease was cured here. That makes me very suspicious that there's a site we haven't found in the Earthshell Mountains. We'll have to deal with that. Alright. Search for magic sites. Does hiding make my guy move slower? Alright, more temples. More and more temples. Means more and more death gems. I really gotta get a guy to come through and pick all those ghouls up. I gotta. Okay. Alright. Well. We are currently sieging. How many units are in there? Do we know? All right. This army is basically broken. There's nothing left. I see. Boy. I want to retake this. Go ahead and reclaim that. Eh. What do we have in this army now? This army is probably the biggest army I have left. I'm gonna let them siege that. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to do this. There, that should prevent me from misclicking. Okay. And you can make some horsemen. This is the bulk of my army. With so many candles, I don't think that my priests will be able to make any headway without a temple. But they'll try. Okay. And as I create more cavalry, lots of additional cavalry. We might stick around and just siege for a little while, I don't know. Ignore these armies. Where's the army? Is this where all the priests are? The report doesn't tell me where all their priests are. There's just one of these armies is just death. If I touch it, I just lose everything. And I don't know which one it is. It's a problem. I'm still gonna try to claim Ashdod here. Alright, we have added some priests. Your candles are weak. Your candles are weak enough that maybe we can push it. We'll bring old Stinky himself. Oh. Oh shit. Wait a minute. He has something important to do. He has something very important to do. We finished the research. It's gonna take him a couple of turns to get to that lab. Can't build a lab in the province I'm in. He needs to cast a big nasty global. It's finally time to fill the entire world with his stench. Alright. Let's go over there. Yeah. This should be a pretty big deal. Alright. Okay, you're searching. We're gonna cast our first ever global. Oh look, you reclaimed it. But where's that temple? He's all burnt down, isn't it? And now I'm in Greendale, burning this. Our undead literally just walk along the bottom of the ocean and come out on different shores, burning your temples. You guys built a lot of fortifications. Do you have some kind of specialty for doing that? Well, we'll just try to hold on. Okay. Okay. Some places can't get defenses. Hey, if you want this, I'm gonna make it expensive for you. Well, not expensive enough, but at least it'll hurt a tiny bit. I just hope they don't attack me with those priests. Those priests are so brutal. Yes. I have just enough to put a temple here. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing harder and harder with our dominion. It's gaining ground. If I could spread my dominion into his territory, the lands would start freezing. The lands would start freezing and become death and totally inhospitable for him. Or you won't attack each other. Yes, but what does that mean in actual game terms? What does that do? Does it make it impossible for them to attack? Does it give me a... Do they have to... How does the treaty get broken? All that kind of stuff. Where the author has lost interest in finishing the series. I've read a lot of books even from dead authors who will never finish the series, but can you change him into a dragon? I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. I should have done that. Okay. I guess that was just another probing attack. Alright. Burned a temple. Very good. Burned another temple. Very, very good. Alright. This was the best turn we've had. A huge group of scorpion beasts? Huh. Okay. Well, that didn't last long. That must have been a spell. Okay. There's only 2 guys left. Enormous strength. Cool. So, yeah. It's now Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I have a non-aggressive pact. No, wait, Death Grasp is still in play. Okay. Alright then. Well now. I don't know where your giant priest army went. Oh yeah, you're starting to send armies back this way, aren't you? Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? Ah, that takes so much pressure off me. Can I get to the Hungry Sea? No? Foo. I want to conquer more naval territory. He's got way too many fortresses for me to go a Viking across his lands. This army is not very big. I'm tempted. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna go for the gentle woods. If I can burn one more of his temples, I should do so. And then we'll go back to Conquest. If we don't get punished. Alright. Alright, just keep putting temples all into the water. We're going to claim that soon, and in a couple of turns after that we'll claim another one. And these should have profound impacts. Alright. I don't know what's in the fort. Should I send one tiny unit in to find out before committing 3,000 of my units? We've had a pretty bad track record with fortresses after all. Maybe I don't have a cavalry unit in this army right now. Okay. Oh man, this army is, here you go. I'm gonna send one guy in. Bone Eater. You've got a lot of experience. Good luck! Sending you in by yourself. Storm the castle and find out what's in there for me. Okay, what's left of this army claimed this. Hmm. 97 undead isn't much. Looks like I've got a decent army down here. Why don't I see an extra step? I'm actually going to have you reinforce this army because they need it. They need it quite badly. And your idea of reinforcing is kind of sad. Here, at least bring these. Alright, that sends some kind of support to that side of the board. At least we've got something coming back. Alright, we have finished the critical research. What should we do? What does Conjuration 6 offer? Since we're already halfway there. Ghosts? Specters? I have no idea what those are or if those are any good. I have no idea if those are any good or not. Alteration 6. What would that get me? Soul Vortex. Does that affect undead? 40 fatigue is a lot. Skeletal Legion, the entire battlefield. Yeah, okay. Darkness! I don't know the rules of darkness? How much does that impact me? How much would putting darkness really affect the battlefield? My undead should fight just fine. Darkness -6. Is that -6 to all their attack rolls? Alteration is a tempting pick. I don't remember there being a lot of death spells in Evocation. Not anytime soon. Cloud of Death if I had wind. But that's a bunch of levels. Actually, what if we went for construction? This would give us better magic equipment and eventually poison golems, whatever those are. But perhaps we need greater magical items. Enchantment. We could have undead elephant riders. We could have... Again, this is just more summoning, honestly. And there's Thaumaturgy. We've gone all the way up to 6 on Thaumaturgy. If we go one more, we could learn the Burden of Time. Worldwide population, worldwide unrest, worldwide death scale. And everything starts getting old. I don't know by how much. This is a combat spell. Area of effect 1. So we could go for Burden of Time. Beyond that... These are mostly nasty things we can do to provinces. I don't have any undead enemies, so this doesn't help, but some of the others are interesting. Remnants of the Depths. Sadly, 9 does nothing for us. Although I might be able to use Dreamwild Legion. Luck does not affect the undead. Oh, well, never mind then. This one would be insane. I read about this one. All provinces without friendly dominion gain an 85% chance of gaining 1 dominion. This is... this is game ending. But we're not anywhere near it, so I don't know. Thaumaturgy, I think maybe Thaumaturgy 7 for Burden of Time. Or Construction 5 to make really good artifacts. The way the exponential cost is, construction is cheap. We might as well pick up some cheap stuff. I could turn the researchers off and start working on things. I certainly do have options at this point. But let's research... We'll get Construction 5 very quick. We'll get to Construction 5 very quick, and that'll give us greater magical items. I kind of would like the poison golems, but we don't have any earth. I mean, they sound awesome. They sound intense, poisoning the land they walk on, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, we'll just go with this. We'll continue researching a little bit longer. Alright. Stinky will be arriving to cast his global next turn. Go ahead and do that. It's a huge investment in cash, but I don't want this place falling again. Alright, you can all go up into there. We're mostly getting our armies together. Now, look at all of you. There's 200 units you could pick up there. Why not? I guess you could go here finally. Okay. Alright, is that my move? One probe there. You guys are just kind of stuck sitting around. Another army where I didn't give them any cavalry division. What can you do? Start to the cavalry division now. Go ahead and build a temple. We're gonna be here a little while. Alright, old Stinky himself will be here, so you guys better stay here and guard him. He's finally doing his big ultimate stink. All this time building up to it. It is at last ready. Anything else I need to do? I think we're pretty well done. Pretty well done. I never put a temple here. Alright. So 3 armies. I'm really pushing to Ashdod. Okay. Let's see. Weak treaties can be broken. Solid treaties cannot be broken. Is there no way to break them, ever? In Civ 4, you could break any treaty, but there were rules. Unless you had, there was a permanent alliance, but I think you'd win the game together if you had it. I forget the rules. If the author moves on to different projects, they just decide, screw this, I'm going to do something else. Yeah. Well, I've read quite a few authors who like to bounce between multiple series back and forth. Oh, man. I don't know what happened to this one author. So, you might have seen the anime, I can't think of the name of it. It's got a theme park, but all the mascots are actually real magical creatures from another world. And this high school student has to fix the park. It's a pretty fun anime. Well, there's a whole series of books, a whole series of light novels, and they were entertaining. It was a little bit of a mixed bag, but they were fun. They were very different from everything else. They were, but like, he wrote the best one he had written. Like, just holy crap, you know, the character confronts just anyway. Like, they set it up, put it on quite the cliffhanger, and no more novels. And I look at it, I'm like, what happened? He was putting out a novel, like, every year. He was working on another series at the same time. He had, I think it's Full Metal Panic or something. So, like, he was just pelting out novels one after another, and then he just stopped writing novels. And I couldn't find anything on the internet. Like, it doesn't look like anything happened to the author. He just hasn't been making novels. And it's like, how can you just ditch your series like this? Alright, let me see. Mentally attacked. Okay. Oh no, my prophet died at some point in all this mess. I need to appoint a new one. Shit. I'm gonna find out what happens if I take a prophet who's already at 3, or a cleric that's already at 3 and prophet them. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I've wanted to get 4 and 5. Reading up on all the civs, I couldn't even find a civ that had a 4 or 5 level priest anywhere. Alright, we lost a big chunk of our army this time because 8 freaking priests. But we've earned another temple. So. Yeah, it's good. Huh. Alright, we sent one guy in, and I don't see a single cleric. This is easy pickings. Minion +1, huh? A ghost! Oh, you sent an assassin and killed one of my priests. Okay. Yep, there's definitely something there curing diseases. Alright. We have turned 3 more tiles into inhospitable wastelands. Excellent. The frost approaches. You can't stop it. It is inevitable. Okay, let's see. First up. You finally made it back to my capital. I have been wanting to finish empowering you because I think it'll help you find things better. So let's make you Water 4. We're finally going to have all 4s. It took forever, but we're doing it. Oh, look at you 3. Would you 3 please carry an army with you? Alright. Please head north. Okay, let's see. You should be going to build another temple over there. Okay, next up. So, giant armies on the way to here. Where is it? What is this? Where's Thaumaturgy 6's crowning achievement? Hold on, where is it? Is there something I don't understand? Oh, 1 air! Ah, yeah! Okay, hold on, sorry. Right, of course. Right. Okay. Old Stink, you need 1 air magic. And then you'll be able to do the spell. Fair enough, fair enough. Next turn. Next turn we're doing it. Alright, what are we doing? You lot are gonna break the siege. Okay. Next. let's see what happens when you transform. Yeah, we're mostly gonna stay put. We have that big spell coming very, very soon. You guys really need more troops. You are so spent at the moment. You've got up to 600-ish. Well, here's another 100. So now you have 700. But wait, there's more! Okay. Alright, that should all help. Okay, you're empowering. That was moved. Okay, everything's moving. Meanwhile, we're finally gonna claim the throne. Finally. Alright. Good job. You guys have managed to... units native to defense. No, we're not going to try to hold anything here. I would love to keep burning things, but you guys probably need to get back to sea. I mean, your army is very, very depleted looking. But I could burn another temple. I'm supposed to be conquering the seas. You know what? Screw conquering the seas. Go burn another temple. It's hurting him. It is dramatically reducing his power. Okay. Why are some of you thinking you're on defense? Oh no, you are definitely not. You are most definitely... You are most definitely on the march. We're finally gonna take that fort one way or another. It's happening. No matter what it takes. Ashdod will finally be mine. I'm gonna ask one guy to take a look and see what's left in there. We've been sieging it for like years. Alright, once I retake this, I just need to push him past this line. If I take these 3 provinces, I'll be pretty satisfied with my line. Then it's a question of, can I just take a few more chairs? It's fine, you guys can sit there, that's where I want you. Holy crap, look at how many things spawned here. The underground seems to spawn more undead than regular places. Maybe that's just my imagination, but it sure feels that way. Hold on. Up to the surface. Up to the surface. Yes. Yes. up to the surface. I don't want to dick with all this right now. I don't want to dick with this right now. The logistics of playing the undead are a pain in the ass. I need to delegate to some administrator. But I actually really need these armies. Like, I really do. It's actually kind of critically important. Because I have a feeling I'm probably going to do something stupid and lose the majority of my army again very shortly. I mean, I have great confidence in my strategic planning. It's going to go exactly how I think it's going to go without me getting shocked and losing everything for a third time on the same fort. Really? Just because every attempt has gone horribly wrong doesn't mean it'll, Look at this place. It's been so incredibly long since we've harvested from here. Okay, all of these should go a long way towards replenishing us if things go awry. Probably. Actually, this side of the field. There's that one army that's got nothing left in it, too. Okay. Wow, this place is absolutely loaded with troops. No, head this way. Alright, we're gonna ignore most of the rest of these for the moment. How'd I end up with an extra priest? Oh well. Alright, we're gonna have a new prophet. And we're gonna have a more powerful old Stinky. I wonder if the air magic will help him any in battle. Oh, there he is. What's going on? There it goes. Sometimes it's getting unresponsive. I know I don't have a huge army in this location, so I don't know what's causing the problems here. Other locations, I'm at least like, well, I have a giant army in the area. And that's giving the game trouble. There, I don't know what it is at that spot. Anyway, I'm actually seriously contemplating bringing all the mages forward and just fighting with them. I'll probably have them craft items first. Hmm. 15 plus. 7 plus. Oh, that requires a death gem. Let's get, let's take Evocation 4. And then I'll move my army. Because that'll give all of the Dusk guys, they'll be able to throw those death bolts. And that should give them a little bit more oomph. Maybe that'll even help us clear out those nasty priests. Who knows? Alright, we're done? We're done. Let's see. Darkness will more than double the effectiveness of your undead. No, that's a battle spell, not a global. It'll double the effectiveness of my undead, will it? Well, then I probably want it. The only person who'll be able to cast it, I think, is Old Stinky. I'll have to check. As I do it sometimes. I said I might do it, yesterday. Just because I'm supposed to be working on other things right now doesn't mean I'm addicted. It just means I have bad time management, see? Ah! There's a big fight this turn. Well, it couldn't be my siege, that's a quick one. So I don't know what this is. Maybe it is the siege. It is a big army I sent in. Even if there's nothing standing against it, there's a lot of units to simulate. Man, I gotta try the Abdalith Nation at some point. They sound amazing. But the Chinese one sounds amazing. But, yeah, I'm still tinkering with the Pretender for my next build. And I'm imprisoned? Or just sleepy? It's tough. Which scales to up, which scales to down? How much dominion can I get away with? That's right. A new prophet. Alright, we burned down another temple! Still managed to kill 300 of my guys, even without a priest. I took it! There was nobody left alive inside the walls. Their commanders must have finally starved to death. I finally have Ashdod. Holy crap! I thought I was never gonna get it. After losing 2 massive armies and having been so broken against that fortress. But finally, another tile I shifted. We have Ashdod, and we've even got a candle on it. Oh my gosh, we own it. Make a temple. 255 gold a day. That's almost a temple every other turn. Yes. It has 300 recruitment points if I wanted to raise an army of men. I could hire so many archers here. And archers don't get killed by the priests. Should I? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, keep preaching. All right. Let's try this again. Ritual. Foul air. Huh, there's nothing that uses only one wind. Huh. Oh, hey, Corpse Man construction. What's that? Who cares? Foul air. I have no idea how much harder I'm making this to dispel right now, or who would dispel it, but I'm gonna double it to 150. Sure, that's the price of casting it twice. So if it does get dispelled, it'll be really annoying. But whatever. Okay. We're almost done with the researching. Okay, meanwhile, over here... I've almost finished you. You're almost complete. 2 glamours. And you're done. It's wonderful. All right. Once I get... Go. This army's continuing to get reinforced, which it desperately needs. Alright, since we've claimed this... Haunted torture chamber spreads curses. Wonderful. Put a temple in. You know, I probably should think about advancing, but I want to push the candles. We're gonna grab you. I don't know what the odds of finding him. I should probably check. Search. Okay, you can cast a ritual. Yes. You know, I just can't do any better than Dusk Elders. Yeah, I probably can't. It's a good spell. We're going to be crafting a bunch of interesting items very soon. And we're going to see what we can do, and oh, this person's basically dead. That one's not long for this world. Cast. Dusk. Cast. Dusk. Keep reviving your old friends. I wonder if there are cross-path artifacts. This army is my strongest army at the moment. But if I added a whole bunch of cavalry, what could happen? Game? You okay, game? Oh, there it goes. Add a bunch of... Oh, no, 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 no! Damn you, game! Why must you do this? Ugh! Aggravating. So aggravating. Trying to avoid this. Okay, I clicked one time too many. Alright, do this. Alright. Alright. The game is lagging like crazy. Alright. Sure. Doggone it, it turned them off. Once an army gets above a certain size, the game just starts having issues. It makes controlling them more and more difficult. I thought I'd just get used to the UI, and at this point I'm pretty sure that I'm moderately used to the UI. Alright, there. Next question! I've been wanting to know for a while. This will be my first time having a... Where is it? Is it you? You're my first tier 4 priest. Okay, what can you do? Oh, no new options here, but you reanimate one more than you did before. So you can do 2 lictors at once. Alright, what about in battle, though? You have access to all undead beings on the battlefield get increased movement and attack skill. But it doesn't tell me how much. Still. That is awesome. That is awesome. He still cannot preach. For whatever reason, they just don't get to do that. Huh. 3+. What do you mean by plus? You mean RNG is involved? Anyway, you guys need to continue holding that a little bit longer. He's casting his global, and then he's going to move up with you. Ashdod, yes. Let's get those candles up. Okay, everyone who's not building a temple or preaching... You know what? What am I doing? I should just leave you alone. You know what? That's a much better idea. Let's not mess with you. Yeah, let's just leave you like this. Can I... Here, let me just manually... Okay! Claim the throne. There's one tree on this place, huh? Alright. Guess we'll go to the small sea. Sure. Alright, well that's doing its part. This is gonna change my scales. Will be less frosty. Do you think some of the wastelands will unwaste? Probably Okay, I think I have. And you can't do anything because I'm out of money. Sorry about that. Oh well, it happens. You see this many commanders and this many loose troops. Makes you feel like one of your commanders fell dead and left their men or something. Okay. I'm pretty sure... Oh, good. Huh. Well, if I have to pick... good enough. Alright, why don't you take that away? I think that's everything. Alright, everything should be good. We should push things. We've basically accomplished our goal. And we're taking a throne. The global darkness spell that puts darkness... Yeah, I'm not looking at level 9 magic because there's no way my researchers can get me there at this point. I'm pretty sure that I should stop researching and just try to win the game with what I've got. I'm going to research just a little bit more to make my spellcasters a bit more dangerous, and we're going to forge a bunch of items, and then I think it's going to be the push for the win. As from here, I should probably just be going after the chairs. Alright. Bunch of Dusk Elders. We've been attacked in 4 places at once. The Throne of Summer is spreading warmth across the world. Oh, it's not just my scales. It's literally the entire world is being heated. Oh. Oh, we found one of your scouts. What about my global spell? How is that not in the news? Did I do something wrong? Alright, well, let's look at these 4 battles. How many of these are up north? Okay, that's just a small thing. The Glade Woods got attacked. Okay. So, congratulations on reclaiming your own territory. Oh, did I forget about these guys? I did. They're surrounded. I'm gonna have them try to go here. We've burned down so many of your temples, you must be reeling. What happened? Okay then. Well, it's in play. It's in play. So... good work, guys. Head this way. I need more cash. I can't build as many temples as I want to. Alright, finally. Finally. This is your final empowerment. 4 across the board. Kind of sad. We can't even hire one of these every turn. And it's getting harder and harder to hire them. I think it's time we retired it. How many did we get in the end? 8? Not as many as I'd hoped, but whatever. Get yourself over here. Alright. Let's push them out of our lands. Versus 900. Sounds good. Okay, next question. You've got construction 5. We could attack right now. Or we could craft. Alright, what can we forge with tier 5? Golden barding. Lots of protection. Lots of protection and hit points if we wanted our cavalry to have something nice. I think our first thing should be old Stinky himself. He's got his stink going, but it disappears the moment he dies. So, a lot of these it says I'm too low level to forge. Why even show them to me if I can't forge them? That, but no. Let's see. Spell focus. Harder to resist with magic resistance. I don't want some kind of backfiring luck, thank you. Medallion of Vengeance. No. Pillars of water breathing when we've already got a ring? Dancing Trident. Strikes 2 times around? Well, if you got in a melee, that could save your butt. Storm Spool. Shock resistance. For the Corpseman construction spell. This is interesting. Shock resistance, and it causes stunning. I could give him one of these. You know, somebody punches him, he'll get shocked. I can't forge that. Alright, moving on. Alright, what about a new armor? I think he's running a fire plate. Or maybe this? I'm not sure. So this is another 16. It's lightweight. Okay, this is only a 13. Shroud of the Battle Saint. Bless. Item cannot be removed. The wearer is just always blessed. An interesting item, actually. Very cheap. I could put this on a bunch of my guys, but then they'd have no armor on, so maybe not. Robe of Shadows is the last type, if you don't like having defense. I mean, being ethereal is pretty freaking awesome, but actually I think the Red Dragon scale is my best bet here. horror helmet. Hey, he could have fear when he's not a dragon, too. I think he's running this one right now. Alright. Golden Hoplon. 23. These aren't impressing me as much as I had hoped. That improves your astral spell range. Okay, better question. If I asked you to forge magic... Oh my gosh, there we go. This is what we were missing. Okay. You have all the stuff. We could probably find ways to protect old Stinky a bit better here. Never-ending keg of mead? False supplies! It'll keep them happy, but they'll still starve anyway. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Winged boots, if we wanted him to fly. Brimstone boots, if we wanted him to be strong and fire resistant. Boots of stone come with stone skin. That would give him 3 points of armor. That's actually not a bad idea at all. Maybe we should go for that. Reinvigorate. That would constantly restore his, That would constantly restore his stamina. We need that. Alright, we want Boots of the Messenger, which requires... Okay, he's the only one who'll be able to make it. We're gonna want... Air Shield would protect from arrows. We probably want the Silver Hauberk. Again, he's the only guy who can make this. I mean, unless I see something better. This is another reinvigorating item. Actually, I think we want the Bright Mail. This would get in the way of his spellcasting. This is another one that's too heavy. Blue Dragon? Chainmail of Displacement. Okay, I mean, I think we want the Bright Mail Silver. I think we want the boots. Oh, we got... oh, Revigoration -3. That's bad. Don't want that one. Dragon Mastery? Well, we're not using dragons. Oh, this would just give me air magic. Another point of air magic would mean lightning bolts. Interesting. Auto spell, Frighten. It's just a creepy mask. It's not even magical. It's just that creepy. Crown of the Whispering Dead. Anything with a 24 will take false damage each turn. What's Undreaming? Doesn't tell me. Huh. Interesting, but I want him to not die, so we're going to stick to an actual helmet. I think his dragon helmet that he's currently wearing is fine. Let's see, real quick. Cursing Attackers. Oh, this would be great on a melee fighter, but not us. Huh. One of the Warriors of the Mirror steps through to fight the wielder. Huh. So it produces guards. Fire shield. The enemy gets burned for even trying to melee you. This is a much higher parry value, though. We might just want the golden hoplon. I think we want the golden hoplon. So, 2 things he has to make. We can have another person make the hoplon. For weapons... Oh, what's this? The skull staff? Death magic +1. I can't argue with that. Alright, we need the skull stick. Why couldn't I make this with the other guy? It only requires death magic level 2. I should be able to make this easily with anyone. Oh, that's a 2-hander. No, we're using a shield, right? Maybe I don't need a shield? We'll have an air shield. Yeah, maybe I don't need a shield. Maybe that's worth doing. We do have the Summer Throne. Tangle Vines and a supply bonus. Okay, screw the shield. I'm making a skull staff. Alright, I'm gonna let this guy get his point of empowerment real quick, and then we'll craft. Okay, now that I know what I'm going for, we should be able to easily... Let's see, yeah, you guys can preach one more turn while we're defending. Okay. Forge magic item. The skull staff. Very good. Okay. Next up. Forge magic item. Oh man, I could have a bunch of these. I could give every dusk mage one of these. And then they'd hit harder with death magic. I could. This horror helmet actually sounds like a great thing to equip a bunch of frontliners with. Let's make a horror helmet, yeah? Yeah, that actually could be huge. Okay. What can you make? Since they have somewhat randomized, stuff. Let's make a meteoric iron. Yeah, we'll forge some of that. We're gonna make a few guys on the front lines that are just terrifying. You have 2 fire. What interesting things could you do? Nothing. Alright, fine. Make for me a horror helmet, because holy crap, that's awesome. I can't quite make the things I really want to make, but that's okay. Yeah, your little touch of earth magic isn't quite enough. A girdle of might would be pretty good. But I think we're going for just fear and having, you know, heavy armor. We probably want to make some of these golden hoplons. They seem true. Fair enough. We just make a shitty enchanted shield instead. Of course, we'll need some one-handed weapons. You know what? Just stick to the horror helms and the meteoric iron, huh? This is fine. And we have a whole new pile of these guys at the bottom that we just... Okay. Well, not everyone's gonna get the horror helm. Perhaps a few of them. Maybe we should get some weapons going too. Just some burning blades? Yeah, burning blades. Burning blades should be, you know, something. Sure. Why not? I'm looking for more people who can forge that armor. Ooh, you can make one of these. Do it. There's the armor. You have double astral. You might have options. Eh. Just make that. Sure. We'll make a few of these shields now. Alright. So what should happen is we should have an absolutely terrifying army. Now I just need to figure out how to put them in the front lines without getting them killed. I don't know. But I do know I'm probably going to steal all the magic items off of everybody and just go crazy with my armies in a minute. And yeah, we're going to put together a team, and we're going to go for the Mountains of Madness, the Spring Spires, and this chair over here. Yeah. Alright. That was a lot of crafting. You want to top it off, Stink? Can you craft something amazing that no one else can? Glamour Magic +1 and Blur. Gossamer Barding for your blurry horses. I don't think having a ton of death magic has given you anything particularly special. Awe! Awe is interesting. Alright, I'm going to have you cast a spell instead. How about, what kind of special thing can we do? 50% of the units will get diseased. Maybe... If I could figure out where all their priests are, that might actually... Where are your army of priests? Do any of you look like an army of priests? I'll just put it on this army since it's the biggest army. Sure. Okay. I have no money left, so no sense in trying to build anything. You're empowering yourself. Very good. The last of the research is being done, and then all the mages are going to march. I guess I'm going to put you over here. Sure. I'm going to go back to searching for sites, but Man, I have so many nature gems and no nature magic. Well... Doesn't have to be that way, though. You could have a little nature magic, since I have some lying around. And you could be somebody who has a third fire path. Okay, sure. Why not? Go with that. Alright, I think that's everything. Wands of Wildfire? Are they? With a name like that, I'd afraid they might set everything on fire and my own troops would burn. Hello there. I'll go on. The aboleths have a lot of mind blasts, and they have things that sound like they constantly create water monsters. But I wonder how in the world they get on land. It feels like that would be the big problem with them. Alright. 3 empowerments in one day. 126 units succumbed. They attacked Ashdod. Shit. Oh, that's stupid. I have a giant army there and they hold up in the fortress, huh? Alright. Oh, we burned a temple and we found some stuff. That's nice. Okay. And another temple burned. We're burning a lot of things. Wow, that summer thing, is it gonna heat the world up every turn? Look at this. Look at how my dominion is finally really spreading. It was stymied for a long time, but now it's pushing. We built a lot of temples to make it happen. Alright, your army is sick. And I mean that in a bad way. Okay, guys. We once again control the wellspring of secrets. Alright. Pull this army in. Pull this army in. There's a temple we're guarding. You... Alright. Well, this interferes with things slightly, but... Break siege. Alright, everyone. First things first. I'm gonna upgrade your gear a little. So... you no longer need these. Instead, I'm giving you... the Skull Staff. Okay. Take that off. Oh, you have those already? Okay, you can keep those. That's fine. Alright. Didn't I make special armor for you? You weren't supposed to wear something that gives you... Oh, I haven't forged it yet. Okay, that's fair. Magic resistance. You know what, you can stick with this. Oh, even gives you 5 more bodyguards. Neat. Okay. Hold on a sec. I need you to forge... Was it this one? Air shield? Was it this one that reinvigorates? I feel like air shield might be the better investment. As much as I want him to throw more spells, I think I need that. Okay, in the meantime, we're gonna choose some people now. You... Look at you. That hits for 31, does it? With an attack of 17? Alright. First things first. Your armor is a little bit better now. You're a hell of a lot scarier now. Fear. Now the thing about fear is you need to be alive for it to work. Sorry, I know you like that battle axe, but you're switching to a flaming sword. Although I do have this demon sword. I actually kind of like that. It gives you 5 hit points. Go with that instead. Oh, it's a two-hander, that's why. Okay, never mind. Alright, anyway, there you go. Nothing for your feet, nothing for your accessory slots in particular. Well, here's some magic resistance at least. You're scary and you're hard to kill. Okay. That's Dimmu. Alright, next up. Alright, who else we got here? So these guys have 23 hit points. You only have 7. I don't know about giving you guys anything special. Not even Death Jester. Each of you guys are going to need bodyguards. But I think this is going to be a freaking amazing army. We're going to need more. Alright, who do we have? That one's injured. Okay, what else we got? They're breaking the siege. Okay, all you guys. You're the new kids. You can go that way, that's fine. I need a few more guys to outfit. You have a lab here. Okay, perfect. I can keep going. That was the last of the heavy armors. Okay. Flaming sword. Shield. 16. Well, this wouldn't help you much. Okay. These helmets sound like they're gonna be amazing. I might need to make a few more of those armors, though. No, take that off. I'm sorry, guy. I got a hat for you, and that's about it. You just have to make do. Now, what about this guy? Nope, I don't got anything for you, man. Sorry. Alright. If we're done researching, then all of these researchers can move forward. They're now spellcasters for the army. Okay. We have, we'll pick up the Glade Woods troops. And we're gonna march north with this. We'll have the Prophet, we'll have Old Stinky, we'll have a bunch of these guys now kitted out to go into melee with fear. Attack closest enemy. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. Here he is. Attack, closest enemy. We'll put this one here. I should probably give them bodyguards, shouldn't I? Come on. Bodyguards. And then the next one. Look there. No, that'll never do. However, these will. Yeah. Those will do. Okay. So they've got a few bodyguards to help keep them alive while they do their fear thing. They've got very good defenses and armor. However, they won't be commanding troops, because they can't be trusted to survive. Just bodyguards. That's what you get. Just bodyguards. Okay. Attack closest enemy. Okay, whatever. Should be fine. Next. That's it for here. Okay. Anyway, 3 terrifying axe wielders, well, flaming sword wielders, will come at the enemy mixed in the front lines. We're going to have a crap ton more spellcasters in the back. What? No, not that. Whatever. Okay. Alright, let the troops arrive. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask you to... Can I get one that benefits from my high, Can I get one that benefits from my high death magic? I guess I can just throw another leprosy at them somewhere. Okay. No, there. Okay, you guys burned down another temple. Good job. No sense in attacking a fort. You guys don't have the troops to pick a fight with anything anymore. Get back into the water if you can. Crawl back to the seas. Alright. We're gonna conquer more water, finally. We're gonna claim the next chair. Yes. We're going to... Oh, here we go. Construct a temple. Very good. Alright, this army is going to... unite this army together. They've got a temple and they're preaching. They should be making headway. Well, I don't have much in the way of death gems left. What could we do? Good question. What could we do? Well, we can't do anything much. Sure. Bind a scorpion? Add a little variety to our army? You never know, it might help. I can't believe you're still alive. You poor, poor person. Alright. Fire drakes? You know what, we're gonna forge more magic items. We're gonna forge what we can get away with. That's the last of my air right there. Let's see, what else can we forge? I'm afraid they'll fry my own men. We could make a bunch of skull staves for my dusk mages. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh wait, that's astral, not wind. Oh yeah, we can keep forging those. Excellent. Yes, we need more of those, actually. As many of those as we can get. Alright, forging. I'm practically out of death magic at this point. You know, it's not a bad idea to forge some fire plates. Those have a 16. I have guys who could equip them. Yeah, their encumbrance is a bit much. What else you gonna do? What else you gonna do? Alright. We're forging so many magic items. We're making good use of the crafting skill now. I don't think there's any way he's gonna be able to stop my march. I don't think there's any way he's gonna be able to stop my march. We're blasting another disease into his big armies. We're gonna have another throne in a second, and we're gonna equip a bunch of this crap on even more soldiers and put them near the front, and then we're just gonna go. The giantess. Well, we'll be getting there. We just have to claim a couple chairs. I'm still learning things from this game. The more I learn on this game, the better we'll do when I play the giants. It's going to be interesting. As I said, I'm really torn on the build on that one still. I really want my guy to come out early to look for sites and maybe craft some food-related items so that the giants don't starve to death. But on the other hand... I'm trying to do a lot of things. So every time somebody's hit in battle, they're supposed to get diseased now because of the foul airs. Global. Alright. Chase them out of Ashdod. Grabbed more ocean. Whoa, what is this? Wow. I see. Forces were defeated. Because there's 32 priests in the Gentle Woods. Got it. What a eclectic mess you have there. Okay, the only priests we know about. Which one was it? Oh, the Gentlewoods? The Gentlewoods. Oh! Okay, that army didn't make it back to the sea. Okay. That's where the Gentlewoods was. Alright, I just lost one of my flags to neutral? To neutrality? Was it underground? No. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, hi, Mark. Let's drop all of this on you. And see what happens. That should make reclaiming it easy. Alright, Ashdod! Okay. Go ahead, construct a temple. Good. Claim a throne. Take the Emerald Lake. Alright, we're about to head to the Mountains of Madness. Okay, how come you all haven't arrived in Morovia just yet? Oh, because you were that far away. Okay. Fair enough. My spellcasters are still on their way. One more turn. All the spellcasters will arrive and will depart. Will I bring this army? No. I think perhaps you guys are done. You have been reanimating here. But it's time you moved north. Yep, you guys did a great job. But you're now going to be leading this giant army you've put together on the march because, well, since I'm going to send my best army north, we're going to need some border guards down here to keep Banderlog from taking all my land and taking the thrones that I conquered back. We can't have them stealing the thrones that I rightfully stole. Yeah. We only have one virtue, the virtue of numbers. Come on. Come on. How is this happening? There, finally. Come on. Why are you struggling to let me double-click something? Come on, game. You're just not gonna function. Fine, whatever. Fine. Fine. I might not have enough people to carry all of these with them. Oh well. They've spent years constructing this giant-ass army. I'm sure they're very excited to finally get to lead them. I did have enough. Great. Alright, you all. Marching out. Can't make another temple right now. Just push that over there. Okay, you did your part. Excellent. I want you to go back to searching for magic sites for me. Yeah, I think that's what you're going to continue doing. And that means... Hold on, we're going to find him and give him his thing. Horned helmet. Nature magic, huh? Gives you a gore attack. How interesting. You know what? How about you summon another Dusk Elder? Okay, here we go. I have a special armor just for you. Now you've got the Silver Hauberk. That'll protect you with an air shield. Alright, we've ended up with a protection of 21. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep him safe. That and a nice little air shield should help him. He can still turn into a dragon if things get dicey. And he's got invulnerability on as well. I wonder if there's any other specific new spells that could make a big difference. His bolts of unlife should hit really hard with how much death magic he's got. Okay, here's something I've never done. How do I give you magic gems? I'm gonna give you magic gems. Sure. There you go. Yeah. And I should probably tell you... because I don't know how often you're going to find a lab. I should probably tell you to be careful with them. But then again, maybe I don't really care. Okay, right. Do you have enough left to throw another leprosy? No, didn't think so. Oh well. Why don't you make a lictor? the ones who have 4 get these. Yeah. Okay, that's all of them. Do we have anyone else? I'm looking for the guys that have more hit points. These guys. Here's one. Sword, shield, heavy armor. Hold on, I've got better shield. Scary hat. Excellent. Who else do we have? Sadly, that's it for now. Then I guess I'm going to have to settle for giving some of the cavalry the same treatment. Even if they are unworthy of it. Alright, that's the last of my helmets. Okay. Next up, do I have another cavalry officer? I'm going to give you a flaming sword. I'm going to give you a shield. I'm going to give you the heavy armor. And if you fall in battle, you fall in battle. Okay, you're currently wearing an armor of 12. This would bring it up to a 16 with a hit point boost, a much needed hit point boost. Okay, I'm running out of stuff to give you guys. This guy can have the demon slaying sword, because it's a nice weapon. Alright. Doesn't seem like a great weapon for fighting with. That's a research thing. Got a couple of them now. That might be all I have to give. Okay, fine. We're waiting one more turn, so let's spend that turn. Researching, because why not? I think Evocation 5 had Shadow Blast, which is an AoE. It uses a gem, but so what? Go ahead and learn Shadow Blast. We won't actually finish researching it this turn. Alright, you guys. Finally brought some candles into this spot. Since the main army is heading out, you guys are going to have to be more active. We're going to be leaning more heavily on spellcasting going forward. So this river creates a barrier here. You guys... Shit, look at that unrest value. Break siege. Shit. Okay, well, I know what they're doing. Stupid Banderlog. Interfering with all my plans. It's almost like they don't want me to take over and rule the world. Anyway, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 armies to defend. 1 army to advance. We're gonna claim another throne. I just kind of have to get to these 2 up here and this one over here, right? How many thrones do we need? 7? I'm going to control 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, alright. I think we have enough stuff. Okay. Size 19 pants. I figured out how to make it a size 10, the biggest the game will let me. So I gotta do it. Whether it's a good idea or not. Yeah, I kind of want Awake a lot. Or Dormant. I really want the guy up and doing. But I'm trying to stretch and have too many things at once, I'm afraid. How many turns am I in? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I can just claim victory at this point? On this one? I've made peace with the only other guy. I think, even though Banderlog is terrifying with the clerics, I think Banderlog has lost the war. At this point, we're just gonna march and take every throne. I have enough forces with 3 major armies. I think I can hold my territory. My wizard should actually be pretty good now in battle. I have a ton of them. And I don't think Banderlog has a major army left. I think I crushed every one of his armies. I think maybe we can say I won this one. At this point. I mean, he's fighting like hell. Oh hey, the Throne of Pestilence is inflicting everyone with diseases. I have the Throne of Pestilence now. My Dominion has now got even more death in it. Yeah, I got 4, he's got 3, and they've got 2. There's no way they can win without taking some of my thrones. I don't see a way they can stop me at this point. So I do kind of want to see my outfitted guys in battle, though. Can I pick a fight just to see them in battle? Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me go through. Let's see. I want hold 1 turn. Then attack. See if you can get to the rear. I doubt it, but you can try. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put you up there. And I'll tell these guys to guard you. Okay. Attack closest enemy. And this guy's just another goon. And he'll fight unsupported. just to see what happens. Sure. Why shouldn't he? Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? You. Set battle orders. Hold for 1 turn. Attack. Rearmost. I'll put you down here. Hold 1 turn. Attack. Rearmost. It's unlikely you'll actually get to the rearmost, but I'll also put you here. I kinda really want to see. Yeah, you can just come from wherever, it's fine. Yes, you're good. Alright, Scary Helmet Brigade. The bows weren't that exciting. When I made all the black bows earlier, that was kind of a waste of resources. How big is your army? 2,000? Not the biggest. I've lost armies larger than that. Would you like an extra 1,000? Maybe. Maybe I'll just hold this forest instead. You're breaking a siege. Alright, everything should be good to go. Armies are still moving over here. Are you besieged? I need to set my units to patrol instead of defend so this stops happening. I'm tired of garbage armies besieging me. It's stupid. Alright. Yeah, we'll just see. We'll end after I've seen this army actually fight a little bit, and then we'll build our next game. We'll just build it. And I can go over my dilemmas and show off my things. In fact, let me pull them up now. Give me a second. Add image. Dominions 1. Browse. Alright, I've got... So, this was the first one that I was working on. And... let me see... Hold on a second. Add image. Dominions 2. Oh, it's my turn again. Hold on a second. Okay, and this is the one that, this is me working it more. Basically, the difference between the two is one of them would be imprisoned and the other one would only be dormant. So, I'm just gonna try to get my army into a big nasty fight here. Man. Yeah, attacking them from behind and hitting them with leprosy and everything. They don't have a big army left. But I bet if I just took a bunch of my armies and marched, they'd probably freak out and try to fight back. Okay. Alright. I know you can't see what's going on, but it's just me pushing all of my armies north, and the game taking a long time to respond to my clicks because my armies are too big. Okay. Alright. And then I push E for enter. Yeah, so you can kind of see what my thinking is with it. Originally I was building around the sage, and then I realized I wouldn't let him sit around and actually get those research bonuses, because I'd want them moving around. The first build here, he's only out of play for 1 year, but he can start searching for sites when he comes into play, and he has unbreakable size 10 giants. But with Dominion 3, only 3 candles, he'd only be able to summon, or he'd only be able to recruit like 1 giant a turn. But they'd be awesome, and they'd be hard to kill. But once they get a debilitation, they're basically broken, which I don't like. Even with Unbreakable, that'll still happen. The second build, by giving him, by putting him imprisoned, I don't get him for 3 years. But I'm able to have 6 candles, that's 3 giants a turn, and I traded out Unbreakable, I traded around the blessings, more blessings. The big difference is recuperation instead of Unbreakable. They'll get injuries more often, but they'll heal. The injuries will actually heal off of them. I feel like this one is a lot more aggressive. Just going Unbreakable and coming into play sooner, but the lack of candles is really bad. This one, I got more candles, and I'm super on the fence about the frost scale. I don't know. Anyway, looks like I should see how those fights went. Well, you guys can contemplate that. Let's see. Alright, I came in here, I kicked their butt. I came in here, I lost 1 guy. Yeah. I came in here with my main army. But there's not enough here to really feel like what it would be. Let's watch the battle just to see. We gotta find a bigger army for him to test his generals on. Somewhere in this mix is the generals. Here's one of them. No, here. Wait, hold still, man. That's one of my guys, right? Can't even seem to select him. Anyway, we've got fear armored guys mixed in with the dead. They're in there. Somewhere. Here's one. Yeah, 24 protection, 29 health. This one has a chest wound. So this one's actually kind of... You know, but whatever. He's got heavy armor, he's got a flaming... well, that one has an axe, but still. The fear should be affecting them. If, you know, even though I told the generals to attack, I think they're lost in the horde. I think they're lost in the horde. Yeah, here comes the cavalry to try to catch their back lines. Well, the fear, if it is doing anything, is not doing much. Has to be with their priests. Why are all of you guys failing to move forward? Charge! Get into their back ranks. Cursed. They're routing, but that feels more like just we did so much damage. Decimated their army so much that they're routing. I need a bigger battle. Bigger battle. Hello? You put 400 units here, did you? Okay. I will happily fight that. You probably won't sit still, though. You're probably gonna move, aren't you? Oh, there's 240 there, but there's a fort. They'll probably hide in the fort. They have a lot of forts. It would be an incredibly annoying war when they've got a fort in, like, every tile. Well, let's just see if we can catch this army of 410. They're probably gonna move. They're definitely gonna move. But, man, I wish I could catch them. I don't know. I just unlocked all the rapports today. I spent a few hours on it. I got all the rapports. I combed through all my teams. I haven't watched them. I just unlocked them. We had a big feast. Lots of eating. Lots of merrymaking and gift-giving. But, yeah, I need to go through them. Then, make the pick. Yeah, I spent time mucking with the gear, and I bought, like, a ton of the mirrors at 30 honor apiece, so all of my troops are all dressed in the appropriate colors. Finally! And I got to adjust their stat abilities. If I click a square in the battle map... Yeah, but it seems like I click a square and I get the wrong, like, square somehow. I don't know. Make sure I have a way to expand. I think that I should... I don't know. We'll see. It'll be my first time trying to play the game in this way. I'll see. I'm thinking that my blessing is so strong that just having a few blessed troops, I can take easy fights while my numbers build up. Alright, which one of these was... This is the only one I attacked. Ah, they left half their army here and took half their army with them. It's another 200. Well, we can look at what happened. The cavalry are getting a ton of kills. These guys not so much, but their fear could still be at play. I don't suppose... I don't even know where their army went. They had 400 people. They must have attacked into one of my other armies and lost them. Whoa, what's this? How did this happen? I look away for a second and they've taken 3 provinces somehow. I don't even know how that... I mean, admittedly, I haven't been paying much attention the last couple of moves. Anyway, well, I guess we'll just call this one. Yeah. Alright. So... Can only start on the west and east edges. Interesting. Forbidden center. No one can start in the center. Interesting. Twirling sea, 2 seas, 1 sea, lakes, circle world. I actually like the small caves quite a bit. That was my favorite thing about that map we just played on. Alright. Sure. Alright, early ages. Alright. We played them on difficult AIs last time, and it was pretty tough. Let's make it worse. This is gonna be tough. Alright. We've made it a bigger, harder world. We are the cursed ones. I need to be able to dick with some of the settings, though. How did I do that again? Alright, we're gonna have water, air, death, and glamour. Not a whole lot of gems of any particular type, though. We're gonna have these guys. I can make one of these. They are sacred too. But they can go into water, very important, I think. They have a lot of death and air. As well as at least one of these and a 10% chance of another. So, I think this is my bread and butter unit. 17 research for 2 recruitment points, no sacred. They're vulnerable to iron. They have some other things going on. They're bards, so their spells take longer to cast but have less fatigue through their bardic abilities. Yeah, I think these are going to be my bread and butter for research. I think the druid is interesting. He's a sacred unit that only costs 1 point, and he could potentially throw lightning, as well as being a priest. So, the druid is interesting to me. There's also a little version, but they only have 1 heir, so, you know. Still, they don't. Also, they're not sacred, and our blessings are very strong. These guys are my sacred unit that I'm really banking on. These are to be my warriors, and they should have a crazy amount of hit points and just be insanely hard to kill. I even contemplated at one point going with Blood Bond, where your guys get hurt and it shares to your other guys. Yeah. We have another sacred unit that only costs 1 point, but it's a lot smaller. I mean, it's not bad, it's just smaller. And then we have non-sacred units in here that can be big and strong too. But they're gonna have random afflictions when I hire them. And I don't know how bad that's going to be, and I never found a way to heal them or fix the afflictions off them, so we'll just have to make do. Hey, Buster. Well, if you need sleep, you need sleep. I just, you missed me mucking around with the undead a lot. Yeah, we finished with the undead one. We're done with it. I'm just gonna declare arbitrary victory because I feel certain that victory is inevitable, but the war would be really long and tedious. Yes, this is early ages Fomorians. Anyway, that's the backbone of what we're doing. Now let's go to make our leader. And now I need to finally decide. You saw the two things I made. Well, now it's time. A lot of these are interesting. I really want to try just playing a water fountain or something. Alright, Frostfather is the cheapest if I want a whole bunch of different magic, because he's got 2 elements, whereas the other guys down here only have 1. So, I do get a discount if I play this guy, but he costs 20 apiece, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that ends up being expensive. So, I did have some interesting things as options. She makes gems, which is cool. He can shoot spells further. This thing terrifies me. And there's even old, if you just want to play old. So far as I can tell, there is no advantage to this character whatsoever. I don't know why she exists. There's got to be something, I just don't know what it is. Because the Archmage is better. Just better. So, I don't know, maybe there's a specific nation that gives a benefit with that? I'm not sure. Alright, let's say we go with Frosty here. Alright. So, if I'm gonna skimp, it should be on Death. Glamour, because we'll get some Death and Glamour gems, so it'll be easier for me to power this up. And he's already getting a discount on Frost and on Water and Air because of who he is. Alright, at this point we're already at negative 185. So, just for those, I'd have to be imprisoned. But I really don't like it. Alright, next up. Superior Morale. That was really just a leftover point. Because why not have, you know, that. Reinvigoration. My guys don't get tired quite so easy during a fight. Fatigue does make you weaker and more susceptible to crits. Larger. 30% more hit points. That's how we make size 10. That's how we do it. I really wanted Berserker, but I also really didn't want Berserker. In the end, I'm gonna say no. So. Man, regeneration would be nice. Man, it would be nice. Alright, Blood Surge. Hold on. What happened? Recuperation lets me recover from injuries. Okay, here it is. Blood Surge. +3 attack, +3 strength, plus a defense, and a reinvigoration if you get a kill. And it lasts for several rounds. I think my giants will have no problem scoring kills on smaller enemies. And, yeah, every time they get a kill, thump. I'm pretty sure they don't stack, but they don't need to. This is pretty good. Enchanted Blood, I'm a little iffy on. It gives me a tiny bit of regeneration and a bit of magic resistance, but it makes it so that there's no profuse bleed. And if you get bleed, you just kind of bleed out and die. Oh, look at this. I can't have superior morale. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Alright, if we went with this, we would be slothful. Maximum slothful. We'd be really, really bad at producing resources, but the Fomorians don't seem like they need any resources to make their units. I'm super iffy about the cold. Supplies seem important to keep us fed, but we're running into a problem here where I can't have it all. Recruitment points are coming from having that order. Growth is also supplies and, you know, population growth. I have no idea what being unlucky would do to me. Drain would make me research slower, which seems like it would hurt. I don't know. And this is where all the problems come in. The crone is what min-maxers keep. But no, the Archmage is exactly the same in cost, but he's not old. So why would you pick the crone? I don't get it. Larger is one of the best blessings in the game. Huh. Really? You don't even need to get the bless on, huh? Interesting. Well, we'll still want the bless on for all the other things. This is tough, man. I could theoretically switch my little guy to being the Enchantress. If I have a remainder of 21 points. It's tough. I don't know. This is basically 5% less research, but what worries me is that it makes it harder to cast spells. More fatiguing to use magic, and we're going to be relying on magic eventually. This means less food for the giants. Until he comes out to start making food-related items, which won't be for a long time, we have to make our own food. If I tank one more thing, I have to give up reinvigoration. It's just enough. But we lost reinvigoration, and he's gonna now need to spend a turn being buffed with water gems. Your provinces get attacked by special monsters all the time? Is that what that does? So, I wanted to play with a whole variety of magic and see really play the spells. I wanted to have giants. And these two kind of go together. Like, you're going to have a lot of blessings if you have a lot of magic. But I also wanted to have good scales, because that's something I haven't really had. This is... Well, they're not that great, but I think they're pretty good, but they're not amazing. Ugh. If I'm willing to go down to 2 giants a turn, once I get 5 temples, it'll go up to 6. I could do this. That will give me the water back and the recuperate. Or we could push one of these to be better. Ah, man, it's tough. Well, the plan is he's going to be able to push himself up to 5, no problem. Nature is needed for recuperation. That's why I have Nature 5, is to get recuperation. And Nature's also going to, you know, help with food issues. Because I think the Giants are probably going to have food issues. Because they're going to eat a lot. But, yeah, I can just empower him up one step, assuming I can find the Earth Gems. Yeah. My biggest problem is that he's imprisoned. I really don't like that. How important is it to have 3 Giants a turn out of the bat? Because I could make other units. I could make other units that are not blessed. And this would give me just enough for one more something. Ah, what the hell? What if we're lucky? How many 4X games have I played? A lot of Master of Magic. Civilization 2, and some of its expansions. Civ 4, quite a lot. A lot of Civ 4. Master of Orion 2, some other ones. Just some other random ones that I played a little bit. But mostly Master of Magic and Civ. Mostly Microprose. Well, the later Civ games weren't Microprose anymore. 4 was Fire Axis, but you know. Age of Wonders is not a 4X, but it's kind of adjacent to a 4X. Kind of. Sort of. Not really. But anyway. Did I actually reach 0 design points? Well, now I guess I have to go with it. Sure. Let me hit print screen and open up Microsoft Paint for a second. I'm gonna save this as a image. File, save as Orion. Fomorian leader. Final. Alright, this is what we're going with. Yeah. Oh no. This is the little guy. Jack Frost here is just a little tiny guy. Because think about it. Like the Fomorians, there's just this little guy that goes up to like their knee. Maybe even smaller, and he's working really hard, forging them equipment, doing all this stuff for them. Like, oh, he's so... They probably just think he's cute, and they're gonna try to put him in charge of all the other little people. Yes, we'll conquer the world and put him in charge. It's hilarious. Alright. You know, I think it'd be really cool if you could play 2 nations as an option. you'd play two nations with two provinces, two starting provinces, one of each, and that way you could mix and match. Think about how many combinations you'd suddenly have opened up. It would expand the number of possibilities to absurd levels. Alright. Story events. We haven't tried that. I haven't used the mercenaries either. I haven't gotten to artifacts and yearning. Yearning to exist. Let's go to thrones. Okay, I definitely want to change this. I'm going to say... Let's go ahead and go with, I'll make one tier 3. Sure. Why not make a variety of thrones? This world will have a whole bunch of them. Get 13 points, you win, right? Sure. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just being like, sure, why not? One big throne, 4 medium thrones, and 13 little thrones. Get all the little thrones and you win. Get all the level 2 thrones and you gotta get a little throne to win. The level 3 throne, I don't know, it's probably powerful. I just don't know what I'm doing well enough to actually stick with some of these settings yet. Yeah, we'll just, we'll just leave it as defaults. Renaming allowed at the bottom? What renaming? Oh. Oh, hey, you can rename your commanders. Heroes cannot be renamed. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Sure. I didn't even notice that. Okay, sure, yeah, why not? We can name these commanders. So yeah. Where'd Drabard go? He vanished into the aether. This is what he was waiting for, and he's missing out. Yeah, we can always direct him to this next time. Because we play this again tomorrow. Rivers. You know, it's funny, in other games, I'm like, rivers are the best thing ever because they increase my food production and population growth. And in this game, it's like, oh no, rivers, I can't cross those without a bridge. Those are the worst things ever. Although they also protect you from certain directions, they might be good. And as Fomorians, at least some of my army will be able to walk through rivers. But the wheel of time is turning again. Okay, okay, let's see. We didn't start on the edge of the map. Is that good or bad? On one hand, being on the edge of the map meant we could only be attacked from one direction. It was safe. On the other hand, now we have more adjoining things and can move in more directions. Alright. Well, we have a warrior. Not a very good one, but, you know, what can you do? And we have a scout. Who can't lead. Literally not allowed to lead. Alright, find out what's in that fortress over yonder. We have... slingers. And warriors. Well... they have a shield, and their axe hits for 18, so they actually hit fairly decent. The slings... they're okay. They're okay. You only can find 15 rocks? Really? Huh. Okay. Well... they get 15 shots, and then they're stuck knife fighting. That's not very good. But I can't find a crate of endless ammo, so... but look at how many different gems we're getting. I really wish I had my leader right now. If only I had little guy. Okay, now the big points. Look at this population. We're lucky, growthy, lazy, and orderly. We have... okay. How much does this all get me? Do we want to start with a king? We can't afford him. But we could get him next turn. This would give us... well, it's not like we have anything researched. What would this really get us? I mean, he's awesome. Size 10, you're right. The enlarged is built into them. It's not a blessing. It's just permanent. 83 hit points. Ah, if only they had trample. One of the ideas I wanted was I wanted to build a monster that was really big and could trample multiple tiles at a time. But no, the game limits you to 10. So it's like, aw. Still, we could get magic items for trampling later. You only carry 2 javelins, and your precision is garbage, so they're never gonna hit. But... whatever. It's fine. You have 83 hit points, and you hit for 30 damage. And you're going to be hitting them in the head because everything's so much smaller, and they're going to be attacking your legs. This is going to be great. Alright, these guys also enlarged to 7. These guys are pretty okay, too. This is my researcher. If I build them, it's because we want to research. The druid is also enlarged. I think we just want troops turn 1. I think we just want troops. So this is what it would... I don't have enough resources. The sloth is a problem. Did I go too far down the sloth road? This could be an issue. I can have these militiamen. They're not going to benefit from all this stuff, but they only use 3 resources apiece. The slingers only use 2. And they cost almost the same amount of gold. They actually have a higher recruitment cost. Man, the slingers are kind of more expensive than these militia. These militia are soft. But they still hit for 20. Interestingly, the druid doesn't cost resources to speak of. So that's the last sacred point. It gives me a priest, which is useful. And you know what? He can fight too. He can totally fight too. That leaves me with a ton of recruitment points and not enough resources. I don't know. What do you guys think? How good is 6 giants really? Well, 7. Do I need to rebuild and change out the luck for a sloth? I think I do. I think I need to trade luck for sloth to get so that I'm only sloth 1. I think I underestimated how debilitating that would be. Just because they don't use a lot of resources doesn't mean that I can get away with no resources, right? Keep in mind, early era armor is much worse. I've never played the late game. I played Middle Ages 1 time, and early era once. All the water becomes sentient. I haven't seen that spell. I didn't notice that one. Holy crap, that's amazing. I think so. I think I need to get rid of the luck and pick up an extra sloth. So let's go out. Oh shit, what were my choices again? I don't know what I did. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Experiment 2. Stop that. Alright. Fomorians. Kick my butt. That's the difficulty. Okay, okay. Alright. Ah, shit. Hold on a second. Are there any other changes we wish to make to this? So it turns out final wasn't so final, but hey, this is why we test things. We have learned something important. Apparently the number of sacred points I have at the beginning isn't quite as important as, okay, like that, and a perfect 0. Big. The recuperation won't kick in until my guy comes into play, unfortunately. Unbreakable would, but we don't have that. Alright, there we go. Is that everything? Do we have the ability to awaken their blessing? A priest needs to do that, right? Or do I just need to fight inside my, do I just need to fight inside my, domain? Okay, I think I set you to 1, 4, 13... 13. What? I didn't enable cataclysms. Oh, don't do that. I don't know exactly what that'll do, so let's not do it. Alright, slight modification. Let's see how it feels this time. Does it have to be a level 3 priest, or can a level 1 priest do it? Because I can name a prophet, and that'll be a level 3 priest. Man, I'd love to have a level 4 or 5 priest, but that's not gonna happen. So we're probably just gonna pick someone. I don't want to pick a little thing. I want to pick a big, sturdy unit. Ideally, it would be a king, a Fomorian king, because they have a ton of health and are unlikely to die on me. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna want the prophet traveling with the sacred troops. Because I don't think I have a level 2 priest that I can build. Maybe I'll find one later, I don't know. Alright. Underhome. Blue Desert. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Yeah, I don't want to name this guy the prophet when he's only got 13 health. That's just... I mean, even if I keep him in the back, just anything could happen. But, there we go, 111 resources. Did I have... I thought I had 600 gold. Now, if this time we've got way less. Oh well. Yeah, this guy being the prophet, I could trust that nothing bad would happen to him. I could make this guy a prophet. I mean, you know. This one's got 49 health. A scout? Scout could stay sneaking with them. A sneaky prophet. Maybe a sneaky prophet. It's not the worst idea. Alright. Alright, that's both commander points. That would be it. That works a lot better. That works way better. 13, 14 giants a turn. I think that's workable. As we get more money, we'd have to get more resources somehow, because we're not using all of our recruitment points here, but that's okay. What we're looking for is something that costs a lot of recruitment points but low resources. And there doesn't appear to be anything like... Well, this is 12 to 2. But why would you take the slingers when you could have the militia? Sure, you could fit 3 of these in a tile, and they do have ranged combat, but they're giants. They hit hard. I probably will find myself using a lot of slingers early game. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Let's see, that give us a priest. Tough. And as long as we can bless them. long as we can bless them. The other thing is, once I get this guy, we can step into the ocean with them as well, so that we can conquer the seas as well as the lands. I want to play, but I'm supposed to go to bed now. But, well. So yeah, turn 1 we don't attack because, well, we don't have much to work with. Turn 2, I'll have the giants with the slingers behind them. I'll probably put the warriors behind them as well to come out and do their part. They look like they hit pretty hard. So the front line would probably be these two, with these coming right behind them. We can use tactics because we're not just an unending wave of undead. There's strategies now. Yeah. I'll name somebody a prophet. I mean, I could make the scout a prophet. He's really stealthy. He's probably okay. But no, the prophet's gonna have to be in all the fights, blessing everyone, right? Much as I want the druid, and I do want the druid, I'm probably better off getting this guy. He's almost as stealthy, but he's a bit more durable. If something random is shot at him, like a spell that deals damage or something, he's more likely to live through it. And as soon as I turn him into the prophet, he'll grow a size category bigger. So, should be good. Hey, Twinfold? Yeah, I'm just clogging out. I'm just contemplating things. Just contemplating things. I'm also gonna need, guys to go searching for sites, magic sites. We really are gonna need a Fomorian king, but it's going to be a little bit before I can afford that, and we definitely need to start researching immediately. I have notes on it. I'd love to have a couple of these guys on the front row, but they're expensive. The most important research is... Oh, hey, we've already got Alteration 1, and Thaumaturgy is... Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we got... I don't know why I have research in those, but... The correct choices is Alteration and Conjuration. And then I have other notes for other spells and things. But specifically... Looking at the low-level magic. So if I'm using wind, and water, and I'm using like 4 different elements here. Wind, water, death, and glamour. And in those elements, since we're going for giant warriors, skeletal body protects you from piercing damage. Blur protects you from, well, everything. Personal mist form seems super flaky to me. If I had disposable units, this would be amazing, and it will reduce the number of injuries that my casters get. but any hit that does more than 25 damage, and the way RNG works, any hit can be like a super crit. So, at any time, your shield could fail. Also, there's a 1% chance that it'll fail every time it gets hit. So, 2 different instances of it could randomly fail at any time. So you can't really rely on this. That said, it will protect you from taking as many injuries if you use this regularly. You just can't put your guys in situations where they're relying on it for their lives. Let me see. What else was there? Quicken Self, since we've got water. It's basically haste. And then we've got Mirror Image and Blur. How is Blur different from Blurred Body? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, Mirror Image, Blur, Personal Mist Form seem like the best things I could do for my warriors. And then Conjuration leads to Summon Storm and Water Power. Summon Storm Power gives you an extra air magic. This spell only works during a storm. I'm sure I could figure out a way to make storms. But if I can get Summon Storm Power, that gives me the strength to throw lightning bolts. Even if someone only had 1 air. And someone with 2 air would be able to throw lightning bolts better. I also have a unique summon. This is unique to Fomorians. I have no idea what the stats of the black dogs are, and I have no idea how good they are. But I'll be able to summon packs of dogs. Later on, I'll be able to summon Barghesks. I think, aren't those the hound that can flip its face inside out to scare things? Morrigans! Heralds of Death, Collectors of Souls, and Bringers of Strife. They are a flying fear unit. Yeah. So we're going to be getting some summons unique to us, and there's another spell somewhere. Gaze. It's confusion, berserk, that kind of thing. You cast it on an enemy and they start killing each other. So that one's nice too. But yeah, we're going to go for the summon powers and the black dogs at level 2 here. And alteration 2, so we can get some good buffs. And that should go well with this guy. He's, let's see. Yeah, you had all 3 elements. Anyway, he can cast the important spells, Skeletal Body and Mist Form, and he doesn't have the ability to do Blurred Body and Mirror Image, though. Unfortunately. This is a magic attack that hits for 23. This guy's pretty good. He has 1 glamour. But no wind. See, there's no wind here. He is sacred, and he does have a glamour. You're not sacred, and you don't want to be fighting, so it doesn't matter that you have everything. Of course, there's always the chance you could. You could. You might randomly have a glamour or 2. It could happen. I can't rely on it. 1 glamour. That's all you'd need. That's all you'd need. There's a 25% chance you could have it. And be the bestest early game warrior I could make. Yeah, 25%. Well, plus another 2.5%. Okay, 27.5% chance. I'm not going to be able to afford to make a whole bunch of them fishing for the right one. But there's always the possibility of empowering one. Maybe. It'd only take 50 turns. My temples... My temples don't make death gems. Oh well. There was mentioned increasing the giant size to 10. I did! That's the build. That is the build. Check it out. They're size 10. They just are size 10. Because they're enlarged. That's what this is. I need evocation 5 to create storms, huh? Solo good is very good for solo and combatants. Is it? How is it? How is it good for solo combatants? That doesn't make sense to me. How does that make sense? You have a spell that randomly fails at any moment, and you're gonna send one guy in? If there's 100 enemies in there, and they all make one attack, yeah, it has a 1% chance of failing, plus any hit that hits for 25 breaks it. I don't understand using a solo combatant like that. The spell seems unreliable. It makes more sense to me to use it to mitigate wounds over time by just, you know, casting it every battle and, you know, just less things would cripple you, or using it on multiple units, so even if it fails for somebody, you know. I'd much rather have, like, Stone Skin that just granted protection, honestly. Anyway, we're gonna leave it at this. I don't know how this game is gonna turn out, but we'll see. We'll find out starting tomorrow. Prince of Nature, the Hungry Earth. He's gonna take like 1,000,000 turns to come out. Is that a bad thing? Is that the worst thing? As I said, you can't rely on it, though. It has a 1% chance of breaking every time it's hit. And that's on top of the 25 damage thing. Like, it has 2 separate failure conditions that are both RNG. I don't like it. I don't feel it can be relied upon for a unit you care about. Unless you can recast it in the middle of a fight. But I don't know how to tell them to recast a specific spell in the middle of a fight. It's powerful. It's a very powerful spell. But it's the unreliability just... I'm gonna use it. Maybe I'm misreading it. I am definitely using it this game, because it's all I've got. But, it's the only thing I have to protect my guys, other than Blur, which is also, you know... I mean, it helps. But man, I feel like Stone Skin and Regeneration would be way better if you just wanted to be indestructible. But we have a lot of hit points on our giants. a lot, and the blood is giving them slight regeneration. So, we'll find out tomorrow. Until then, until next time and every time, I want to play more. Doggone it. I need to sleep. This is Hadriex signing off. Good night. I want to attack a province. I want to find out how good the giants are.